guys, so I'm in storage with the e30. This episode is going to be covering new spacers I'm going to be getting. I got the new wheels on, so before you see this video, you'll be seeing the other video with the wheels actually on the car. But I'll show you what the car looks like anyways for this episode if you haven't seen the other one. Got the new wheels on. They are 16 by 8 in the front with 20 offset, and then the 16 by 9 with 15 offset in the back. It's not really aggressive as I would like it to be for the wheel setup, so I'm gonna go ahead and get some spacers for it. So I'm pretty much just gonna be testing some spacers out on the car while it's in storage and get the fitment looking right. So I got my little tool bucket over here. I'm also gonna lower the front because it's raised up for my my height in the winter time. Here's my little spanner wrenches, and then I got these shitty eBay 10mm spacers that I have bought them like last year. But as you can see, I grinded this little hub centric extension ring off because it didn't fit the wheels, which is why I didn't use them last year. So I'm just gonna use those right now for testers. So I'm gonna put the 10 on the back to make it a 5 offset, see if that's gonna be rubbing or not. Let's see if we can see right here. So there's still a bit of space. I want to lower it some more, maybe to the middle of the tire, because I got the adjusters all the way down. I just have to take the adjuster rings off. But car's in storage right now, so it's fucking freezing in here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and test these little 10s on the back and test the 10s on the front, because I'll probably go with like a 15 or maybe even a 17 on the front. Haven't really decided yet. So the 10s are just pretty much going to be a little placeholder to see where I can actually put them at to make them look good. Got my shit bag here, different lug nuts. These are my lug nuts that came with those, are the longer ones. And I didn't have any, I don't have studs, obviously I got lug bolts, so I went ahead and grinded off the head off of this, so I can get the wheels on easier with the spacer, so everything's not moving around. But anyways, give you a little look of what it looks like back here. So it does look nice. It doesn't poke past the fender. The tire's in a good spot, but I think I could push it out a little bit more to be a little bit more aggressive, make it look a little bit better. The front definitely has, I mean, besides it being lowered, it definitely has a lot of space to move. So, put my whole hand in there. But that's how it sits right now. So it's gonna go back down like another inch because I have to lower it down. But I have 195 45s on the front, which are Yokohama S drives. And then my back ones are the 205 45s on the 9-inch wheel. BF Goodrich Sport Comp 2s, which I have another set back there anyways. But go ahead and pull the car up a little bit so I can have more space in the front. Go ahead and jack the car up, and then try the spacers out in the front and see what they look like. Then I'll give me a better idea of what I want to order. I'll probably be getting my spacers from ECS Tuning. I'm not really sure yet though, but we'll get to that. But let's go ahead and jack this car up and lower the coil, and then get the spacer on it so we can see how it looks. So let's go ahead and put these little ghetto half cut off studs. I want to convert the car to studs, I'm just not really sure when I'm going to do that. I don't want to get in there too far because they're kind of a bitch to get out. Not that old. Alright. So that's the little 10mm spacer. Go ahead and get the wheel back on it. Green back in the wheel. And go ahead and put her on. So this is what it looks like with the spacer on. Looks a lot better. A little bit closer to the fender. I think I can go bigger, but I'm gonna go ahead and drop it down for you guys. All right, so this is what it looks like. Still tucked in quite a bit. I'll probably end up getting like a 15 or like a 17 millimeter for the front. Let's see if we can look better. So I might even lower it some more. I'm not really sure because these are smaller tires than I had before, so they're automatically going to be a ½ inch lower overall diameter. So I think with the stretch that I have with these wheels and these tires, the smaller tires, I think I'll probably go, hell, I could probably almost do a 20 millimeter and it'd be fine. But I'll probably just get it like a 17 millimeter for that one. Once again, sorry for the light and storage is not the greatest. You know, I mean, there's lights in here, it's just, there's no plugins. But I'm gonna go ahead and get a look at this one. And then I wanna get you to get a look at this one. So you can tell how much more that one sits in compared to the other one. So it definitely that looks pretty good, but I think I want to go a little bit wider because, like I said, I want the tire to sit in here more. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and probably get, I don't know, I'm gonna try like a 17 millimeter from ES, and that should be pretty good. If it rubs, I'll just have to adjust the camber some more. But alright guys, so I got the back spacer on. I didn't record me putting it on, you know, because I'm low on battery, but I don't know guys. Yeah, it pokes pretty good. So let's just go ahead and let the jack down and see what it looks like on the ground. Hopefully I can get the camera in the right spot. Alright, let's try it. So it's definitely, it fits pretty good actually. It's better than what I expected. Go ahead and jump down on it so it's a little bit settled. Well, the lip is pretty much even, or sticking out maybe a little bit past the fender. So I think that looks really good. But I guess I can try to order a 10 and then see what it fits like. You could see. I'm not sure if I want to lower it anymore. Actually, I might lower it just a little bit and take the collar nuts out. But I think it looks pretty good like that. Let's get a little back view. All right, so that's a little back view. That poke though, the poke's pretty good. I think maybe like a 17 in the front, and I think I'm gonna drive around with the 10s on it before I order my 10s. And I might just do maybe an 8. Because that'll take it back a little bit. Look at the other side. So you can see definitely how much farther it sticks out over there compared to right here. So it's pretty nice. But I'm gonna go ahead and jack up the front right of the car so I can compress this side of the spring and then see what it looks like. All right, so that looks pretty, actually looks pretty good. I'll go ahead and do the little finger test, see how much clearance I got. If the car was sitting like that, it'd be super sick. So the tire is definitely super close to this fender. I'm not really sure if I can get the fender, you know, rolled some more. I talked to my buddy about it, but I know this this car right here in this little fender part, there's pieces of metal that are, you know, different from the outside of this. So they end up rubbing the tires when I had my spacers on the last time on my 8-inch wheels. But I could barely fit my finger in there. I might have to set the dampening to be a little bit more stiff so it doesn't have so much give when it's going over bumps. But try to look over here. So it looks pretty good. So I might just order a 10, and if not, if it doesn't fit, I'll just go ahead and take it back. Alright guys, so it's the 16th today. It's Thursday. The spacers came in. I decided not to go with ECS tuning. I decided to go with a company called 42 Draft Designs. They're pretty well known in the E30 community with, you know, doing 5 lug adapters. You know, you're gonna be running like style 32s or style 5s. So pretty popular for that. With this company, when they make these, they're not just sitting on the shelf, they CNC them out of their machine. So, you know, it takes like, I think it takes 2 or 3 days to CNC them. And I decided to go for the 10s for the rears, and for the fronts I went 18s. So we're gonna go ahead and look at them, see what they look like. Got a little install thing or whatever. You know, it's pretty straightforward. You just put it on the car. So this is what they look like. They're made from aluminum. They feel pretty light. They're not, you know, they're not heavy or anything, but really shiny. They look nice. So these are the 10s. Not sure if you can see that, but these are the 10s. Those are for the rears. Alright, same thing, little install thing. This little packing. And these are what the 18s look like. They're hub centric, and then they have, you know, your little hub centric extension ring. These are the bigger ones. They look pretty nice. Feel pretty solid. Let's see. It's getting a little bit dark out because of the sun. Alright, so like I said, these are for the backs, these are for the fronts. So the back will be a 5 offset now, and the front will be a +2 offset. So I probably could have went 0, but I decided to go with the 18s. My front fenders are a little bit pulled, so I shouldn't have any problem with clearance. I'll just have to make sure I'm good on cutting the wheel lock to lock. So we're gonna throw these on probably tomorrow after work, or maybe Saturday, and get you some test shots what they look like. And then the time this video comes out, you can check out the video of me putting the wheels on the car. Alright guys, so I'm over here in the garage. Car's back home. I got the wheels. I'm waxing the wheels right now, just, you know, to keep off the water and the brake dust with this Griot's Garage Best of Show Carnauba wax. Got the spacers back here. Got the 10 back here going on. They fit really tight because my race or whatever right here has been beat on plenty of times, so it's kind of oblong. So I might have to take the grinder to it to start shaving some shit off. I'm not really sure yet, but I'm gonna go ahead and I'm not gonna film the process. You guys know how spacers go on. Just gonna line up the holes, put the spacers on, then put the wheel on and tighten up the lugs. Let's see how these look back here. Make sure I don't have to rub anything. Then I'll go ahead and do the front after that. But front is this side is on, so you know that'll camber in like it was over there in the storage. Got the spacer on the back here. This side was a lot easier to get on. I had problems with the other side because the little race or whatever you call it, the hub extension was a little bit bent, so it took a while to get the spacer on. But I went ahead and got the wire brush and wire brushed all that shit off, and then I used some just some petroleum jelly, even though you should be using, you know, like some type of lube just to get it on so it goes on smooth. So but I'm super stoked that these wheels came out. They're like super shiny, they look beautiful with the wax on them. But anyways, I'm gonna finish waxing this one up, and then throw the back wheel on. I'm gonna go ahead and drop it down. It's getting a little bit late, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna be doing the front tonight also. But I might try to do the front one just to see how it is, because I have to adjust the camber anyways on the front, because the tire's gonna be rubbing, I assume, on the fender. Alright, hopefully the camera's in the right spot. Let's go ahead and drop it down. I did pretty good on the camera. Alright, so like we've seen over in storage, pretty good fitment. I don't think the tire's gonna touch, but I might have to stiffen up the rear. But I'm gonna see if I can get these rolled a little bit more for my friend. But let's see, I got probably enough space to do the front side over here, and I'll have to do the other one tomorrow. So let's go ahead and try the front just to see how the 18mm look. Alright guys, so I'm not sure if this is gonna be enough, but I think it looks pretty good. I adjusted the camber in, so let's just see how it sits after I lower it down. I try to get it back here. Alright, so it definitely sits a lot better. I'm not really sure if you could see, but I might even be able to put the camber in a little bit just so it's sticking out more towards the fender, but I don't think it's hitting anything. Tomorrow I'm going to go ahead and put it lock to lock and then see where it is. But I think that looks pretty good because I wanted it to be, you know, it's still a staggered set, so I want the back to stick out more than it does. So I think it's pretty good. I might see if I can adjust the camber though. That's where that one is. Back. So it definitely looks pretty good. So we'll go ahead and do the other side tomorrow. Then I'll turn the tire lock to lock to see where the tire is. And then if I have to adjust it out, or if I can adjust it back so it's a little bit less negative camber, I think it'll look a lot better. Hey, what's up guys? So I just want to throw this little clip in. I got my spacers on and everything, and I went for a test drive. Car's in the garage right now. Went for a test drive so I can do some roller clips for the wheel release video that you guys saw, or if you guys did, you can check it out here. But anyways, went for a test drive with the 10s on the back. I got my cousin driving it, and then I was following behind the car, and then I saw that the wheel, both wheels on this side or on the rear, started shaking back and forth like this. So I was like, what the fuck, that's not normal. So I had to pretty much pull off at the mall and go ahead and just, you know, have my parents bring out the jack and everything and jack the car up and take the spacers off, because I obviously don't have the spacers off right now, but I had to talk to the people at 42 Draft Designs. They were cool about it. Apparently I needed a 10mm spacer that is flat. So as you could see, there is this is the part that goes on your hub. That's why it's made like that, so it goes against your hub. And, this part is flat, so there's no hub extension ring. The way the other ones are, it has the hub that comes up and then it slants downwards. That's called like the chamfer. And the way that my hub centric ring fit on it, as see, it has that little part right there. When it sat on the spacer, which I'll show you when I take it off, it pretty much sat like this on like the slanted part. So it was the same size as this, but it just sat there, and as soon as it ended up hitting the bump, it made the hub centric ring kind of like do this. So in turn, that made the wheel start doing some funny stuff, and it started shaking. So I had to go ahead and just take them off. I have them on the car right now. I just had to take the hub centric rings out, and then I put it so it just has the lugs. So it's now is lug centric and it's not hub centric, which caused a little bit of vibration when I went over like 60 or 70. So I talked to them. They sent me these. I just got to take off the other ones when I try these on. The hub should protrude past this little spacer because it's like 12 or 13 millimeters out, so it should stick past this, and then I should be able to do that, and it should be able to stay on there just fine. Alright guys, this is just what I wanted to show you. Hopefully I can get some good light. I ain't got much space in here. But anyways, here's the spacer. You got the little chamfer that's tapered out. They manufactured these to fit the OE wheels, so it's kind of, when you put this on here, you can see it doesn't sit flat against the spacer, so when it hit a bump it just moved down, then it caused the wheel to start wobbling. So I got the flat millimeter 10 spacers, where this little lip right here from the hub, it should end up going past the spacer, and then this should be able to sit there flush on the spacer itself. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that real quick. Then I'll show you guys what it looks like. Alright, so you guys saw that situation. Now, as you can see, this is the 10mm flat. See, the hub sticks past it. Your hub centric ring, if you're running aftermarket wheels, will fit right on there in the wheel. So it's actually hub centric and not lug centric, since you know you can't run a ring with that spacer because of the way the chamfer is made. So that's just a problem I ran into, just in case you guys we're gonna do like a 10 on the back or something. Then that's what you're gonna have to do. You're gonna have to get a flat one, otherwise it won't fit right unless you're running stock bore wheels. Alright guys, that's what the car looks like with the spacers on. Pretty happy with them. Pretty happy with the way it came out. Getting kind of dark right now, the sunset's going down, so pretty happy how it sits. I am going to lower it some more in the front. I'm going to be getting a new lip though, so I might wait until I do that, or I might just do it tomorrow, I'm not sure. The back's going to be lowered some more because after I fixed the spacers with the flat spacers, it brought the wheel in probably, I don't know, maybe 2 more millimeters. So I probably could have went on 12, but I'm gonna go ahead and lower it, then see how much space I have between hitting the inside of the fender. But I might go wider here in the future. I might go wider in the front, not really sure yet, because it does rub when I'm about 3/4 or a little bit more to full lock. Anyways, this is gonna be it for this video. I got another video right after this where I did the paint. The car's dirty right now, it needs to be washed. It's been raining for like a week on and off, so there wasn't really any point to do the car. But got plenty of videos coming. Got my Euro plate coming in the mail. I'll be getting a new lip. I'm gonna be getting a new rear valance pretty soon. I gotta fix this stupid trim because it got pulled off when I was doing my paint. Just a bunch of new stuff that I'm gonna be doing, so stay tuned guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one.